Okay.
All right.
You disabled participant screen sharing. What?
Um,
We're still at that stage.
I was so excited I forgot to go in and turn it on. All right. Ready to rock and roll.
Okay, let's do it.
So I've got Olga's booked for Wednesday. You accepted that.
Yep.
Jason Go said he's available tonight, but sometime between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. He'll let me know when he's ready.
Yep.
So I guess I'll just handle him on my own.
Yep, that's fine.
And then my brother got back to me, so I posted his comments in the for discussion column here.
Oh.
So if you open that ticket, so this is what he had to say.
It'd be nice to do it in any order. What does the first one mean? Do you know?
I think I think on the page, because it goes add a book, add a narrator, there's a presumption of a sequence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can't add a narration unless you have the book and narrator done.
Yeah, but even with the person, I don't know, book pick narration, then person of any combination. So, because right now you can only add through those buttons, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's more just a
UI.
Well, it's just an interesting presumption that he didn't think like you can't add, obviously well, I don't know if it's obvious, but like you can't add a narration by a person or by a book for a book that doesn't already exist in the app. But you can add people without adding books.
You can add books without adding people.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I don't know.
Some people might not like email required. That's a good FAQ question. Why is my email required? Because it's a unique identifier.
Yeah.
Why is my email required? Being able to record in the app, I think, is a must. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think this is common.
Yeah.
Thinking, although it's, I don't know.
We might even put it on that splash page that you suggested and I built.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't I record it in the app? It's like, sorry, iOS does not allow us to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a way to launch an app from the app? No.
Because remember, you're still in the website.
Yeah.
You're in a browser in a website.
Yeah.
In order for you to call the app, you actually know the device, but you need to have access and permission to manipulate the device, and you don't.
Okay.
It's essentially the app needs to ask, can I use the microphone? You know how apps always ask, like, can I use the files? Like, it needs to do all that because it's not part of the device. It's not being installed on the device. It's a website.
Yeah.
It's difficult to do. It's actually easier to do on Android.
Yeah.
Just the way they're linked. But again, then on Android, it depends which browser you use. You use something like DuckDuckGo, you shit out of luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. So yeah, so he said his daughter Blake, she lasted 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But
how old is his daughter?
They're both 3. They're twins.
Okay.
They'll be 4 in June, so they'll be 4 in 10 days. So Blake lasted 5 seconds. Cole loved it. Now it might be the dynamic between the two of them that she only lasted because he wanted it. Who knows? He watched multiple times. He liked playing with the pause and play controls.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a good idea, like Netflix, YouTube apps that can disable the screensaver piece. Yeah. So they kept getting locked out.
It feels, reading that, getting locked out. So you lose the audio when it goes black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I know I had the same problem with Miguel's app. So like I actually set my phone to never lock.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only recently just set it back to 5 minutes because most of the stuff I'm listening to is less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's a good FAQ question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screen lock. Disable. This is gold. Or set to.
And then he
And
said,
I think Chris. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, he says bottom line, he loved it.
He or
Cole.
Yeah.
Cole loved it.
Yeah, it feels like Chris misunderstood the purpose of the app, because the app is not supposed. You're not supposed to give a child to play with the app. You're supposed to read the book.
Yeah.
But
well, yeah, he honestly, like, I'm amazed he even did this much for us. That's why. So I think it's only because I kept harassing him.
Yeah.
That he finally did something. Like he loaded the app, he put one book on it, and he gave it to his kid and said, "Here, play with this."
I'm sure that's exactly what happened. Okay, this probably not the user that we're looking for.
No, but the fact that the kid interacted with it and seemed to love it is a good sign.
Documentation, which app to use?
Yeah, so I was going to start doing the documentation, but I didn't want to go in there because I know you were in there doing stuff yesterday, and now there's all kinds of versions on the.
Yeah, let's take a look. There's only one.
So I don't know if you want to make a copy for me to do the documentation on. So then I'm not in there, and I can't fuck anything up if I click something.
So this is old. I just created this one. In fact, we might even want to delete. Oh, this is done using glide tables.
Okay.
And this one is done with Google Sheets.
Okay.
So I've deleted my test, and I'm going to delete my sister's test, so they don't kind of cloud the judgment, because I also want to send my sister the new version.
Okay.
Because I don't see a point of having those tests live.
Yeah. The only thing I was thinking for the tests that people have done, is that when we have our final version or our latest version that we want to test, is that we can go in and get their data out of their respective things, and basically simulate having multiple families set up. Like even if we just log in as them and upload the data as if we were them.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, that's a very interesting idea. The only thing is, can you? No, you can't, because those are the versions of the app that we gave using glide tables.
Yeah.
I don't think you can copy from a glide table into a glide table.
No, no, maybe not directly, but like I can go in. Like it's going to be painstaking.
Oh, you mean like go through the process of adding and seeing how multiple families work?
Yeah.
Well, see, the app version that they're working with did not have multiple families.
No, I know, but all their information's in there, right? So yes. I could log in with Olga Ratnapal's email as if I was her, and then I could add.
I have the just go through the process of recreating everything.
Yeah, with her, because there's two. Like I told them when I was testing that they're going to get a copy of the app when it's done.
Yes.
But like if we can populate it with what they've already done in there and benefit from using that as test data as well, to make sure everything is working.
Let's try it.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, there's no reason not to do that, but yeah, but. Oh shit. Do you like working with me, Greg? Because I know how we can do that very easily. Sure. Every app has an export feature, and it exports as an XLS table. Since we're working with Google Sheets, we just take that. We just take that and copy paste into Google Sheets.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
we have additional fields though. So
yeah.
I'm not sure how that's.
Well, this is why, like, I'm thinking we might be better to do it manually, like through the app interface, so that anything that is getting generated like the referred by family and the whatever, all of that stuff happens.
In fact, this is going to be painstaking, but we might want to do it both ways, because in an unlikely scenario, but a possible scenario, when somebody says, I need to move my stuff, we have to have experience, at least semblance of experience of how this works on the back end. Yeah,
that's fine.
That's
but I'm just saying we shouldn't delete any of the beta test apps.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so we got my brother's feedback, we got Jason's feedback tonight, Olga's tomorrow. My wife's following up with her employee again this morning, who I just sent him the stuff last night. Because this guy, Kevin, so he works for my wife. He runs all the kids camps programs at University of Guelph. The other thing with him though is he's like super connected in the camp industry in Ontario.
See this?
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Yeah, okay. I noticed all the lovely colors.
I don't know if they're lovely colors. There's certainly like a bunch of them, but I was getting lost in what's what. Yeah. So I felt like I had to read every single one to know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I know that's the. I mean, Trello or all these things, it's great, but it gets very cluttered very quickly.
Yeah.
But it amazed me when we started doing this yesterday, like how much stuff was just in our heads.
I was beginning to get scared, because it's like but it also very it kind of relieves the burden once you put it on the card. It's like you don't have to keep it in your head anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying he was well connected in the camp?
He's well connected in the camp community. So, I'm just thinking about in terms of marketing and affiliates and things like that. Like, I gotta manage kind of a little bit of conflict of interest between my wife and her job and whatever.
Oh yeah, of course.
But if you're looking for a link into the world of children, at least in Ontario, the people that run camps is a good place to start.
Yeah, that's a.
I mean, I was thinking about it last night. Like if you think about overnight camps, although I don't know if overnight camps are happening this summer. Like, can you imagine like overnight camps for little kids, and like the counselors have the app, and you can have your parents reading you stories at night at camp?
Haven't thought it through. I actually don't know how camps work, so on the surface, it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
No, would other kids be interested in hearing it in other parents' voices?
No, like each individual kid would, it's not really for all the kids, but you're going to have, if you have a cabin full of kids, you're going to have like one kid who's like super whiny and missing his parents. There's always like, a small percentage of kids that have more difficulty coping than the other kids. I don't know. It may be, it's probably an outlier case, but.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who knows? I mean, kids, depending on the age, they might already have their own devices with them, so they can have their own app with their own family, and they're listening to their own app. Although some of the things they may not allow devices. I don't know.
It's still a good idea. I mean, it's still an idea to explore.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff done yesterday. So integrations work. So I want to, where was this? Not this one. Where's my big comment?
I was having bad flashbacks to product development days.
This is product development.
I know. That's what I mean. Like this used to be, this was my life for 3 years. And it was so frustrating because people would be like, why isn't it said, oh, this, the story wasn't good enough or clear enough. I go like that. The developer always go, oh, it's the story. The story you wrote isn't good enough. I go, fuck you. I go, like, we sat in the meeting and went through the stories. And so it's not my story. It's this team story because we all had input. And we said, what are the requirements? Is it clear? Yeah, everyone agreed. And then we put the story in the sprint to do it. And now it's not done. And now you're saying it's the story? No. Anyway, it was a dark time.
Actually, had a bit of an experience with that as well. Not as close, but it's always frustrating when everyone nods their heads and then goes away. And 3 weeks later, a week before launch, you find out that nothing is done.
Yeah. Well, what I found was, like, if you have, I don't know, whatever we had, 6 or 8 developers, there's like 1 or 2, so call it 20% or 25%, that they're like, they need minimal direction and minimal information, and they love creating stuff, and they just go and do it, and it's awesome. And the whatever, 75, 80% of them are like, whatever excuse I can use to not get stuff done, I'm going to do that.
I'm going to use it. Yeah. So I just want to quickly walk you through, because it's a pain in the butt to read all of this.
Sure.
So the way this works is, so the way this works, somebody lands on this page, gets here or here, they click the button, they're being taken to ThriveCard, they fill in their information.
Yeah.
Actually, I can do it right now. Yeah. What email would I want to use? Canada, Ontario, MAW0B4, relationship to child. So dad. Yes, send me useful suggestions. This is GDPR stuff. We can disable this for North America, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Coupon code. My special 50. Apply. Woo! Look at that.
Nice.
Complete order. Oh, yeah. Where's the? Oh, yeah. Done.
It says your postal code's invalid.
Oh, of course. It's actually, sorry. My special 50. Apply. Because this is not an O, this is a 0. Blah, blah, blah. This is the page where they make the payment. This is still in test. So it goes through this one. So then ThriveCard does a couple of things at this very moment. It writes to the app's Google Sheet, straight to the app's Google Sheet. Yeah. It writes to its own Google Sheet, and it creates a user within ActiveCampaign. So it does 3 things in that moment.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Click here to access Storytime app. And this should take them right into Glide. Meanwhile, before we go here, actually, this is the first time I'm doing this live, so I don't know what's going to happen. Drive. For whatever reason, it started opening Natalie's Drive every single time. So now what happened in the back end, I didn't move this SD ThriveCard because I don't know if ThriveCard needs it to be enough, like in a root folder.
Right.
So what you're seeing here, this is the purchase information. It's purchase. This is what's been purchased. Date in, just need to set it properly. This is the email from the IP address. Checkbox that marketing was accepted. This is the coupon used. You can see everything here, right?
Yeah.
Canada tax, Canada sales tax, blah, blah, blah. Shipping name, first name, last name, relationship to child. At the same time, in books, in Storytime GS, within users, VASNet Outlook, VASNet owner ST. I'll tell you why that's important when we go to Zapier. Onboarding date specifically left blank. This is troubling. It should have said paid true. Okay, I missed the column, wrong column reference. So this should say true. One second.
In the Thrive cart, do they have like those little information buttons? So, for example, if somebody's where it says relationship to child, they could like hover over it and it could explain why they're asking for that, because it may not be.
That's a good idea. I can put the explanatory text right below the box.
Yeah. Okay.
Explain relationship. How would we explain it?
Why it's people won't understand until they see the app that is used in the app to help identify each user. So something along those lines, like it's required to identify you within the app for a good user experience.
Okay.
Something like that. So I mean, the reality is they can just put X if they wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. So that has happened. Now, I get sent here.
Yeah.
This is the email that I used. Oh, God damn it. Oh yeah, this is the invoice. See, $5 coupon.
Yeah.
This is what they get. Access to your purchase should take me to that link. This is my PIN, 16752. 16752. By the way, that invoice is sent by ThriveCard. That's not Active Campaign. Signing in. Welcome to Storytime, to the moment to create your family. Look at this.
Nice. Pre-populated. Pre-populated.
Attach your picture. Oh, yeah. Where's, okay, we're gonna use this one. Look at this button at next. You see the button?
Yeah.
Now
nice.
It became live. Because I've noticed one time testing, if you don't, you can still click the button, but the picture is not gonna attach. All done. The menu screen is as it's supposed to be. You want to use family member? Boom, there's that. So that is great.
That is awesome.
So this onboarding experience no longer, like if we go to Glide, we go to the app, and if you go to the tables, you can see that VASNet, this has been created properly with no interim emails or anything like that, because it's been written right into the sheet.
Yeah.
And you can see that it also has family of populated as well.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because my wife, when she was logging in and it had like the fake email.
Yeah.
She's like, what's this?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't immediately obvious to her that she had to delete that or where that came from, because it's such a weird string of words, right?
Yeah. Now, because there's a share app right on the screen, because there's a QR code, this is why the Pro app is going to help us to produce that. So if everyone is coming through the sales page, there's no problem.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't a record created on the back end, and so then, okay, so then what do? You can choose a family.
Yeah.
Family of, you can only choose one, so it's done. You're okay. There's family, there's books. That still needs to be tested, by the way, multifamily stuff.
Yeah. Buy
Storytime for yourself. Look at this. If you want the magical family read books for your little one, get a copy of Storytime. You will still have access to any family you have been invited to. And as an owner of an app, you will be able to invite whoever you want to record books for your little one.
Nice.
Buy Storytime now. Now this one takes you straight to this.
Nice.
Because you don't need a sales page, assuming you've been using the app. That's the only way you know you have access.
You would get there. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's here now. Bookstore user guide, how to record a narration. That's the same thing as this. I just hit it there.
Nice.
What else? Add a family member. Because you're the owner ST, you're all like everything, you can do everything in the app.
Yeah.
But when you add a member, I will ask you to do the testing.
Yeah.
Because I'm too close and I'm not seeing things. Like I'm not seeing some of the stuff because I know how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And there's another one. So for example, if I just change, for example, this to, oh, I don't like this. Hold on.
So here's
that's a problem. I need to correct.
I've got 3 people signed up for the beta testing already.
For what?
For Jamie's app. He posted the thing, and 3 people have already said yes, please. Wow, yes, please. Wow, genius, Greg Fisher. Yes, please.
Wow. So you're going to be like I lost you.
What's that?
I lost you to this app.
No, not at all.
I need to change, like this should say owner ST, not just owner. But if I change this to family, assume that you've been invited. ST means story time.
Yeah.
God damn it, Greg. You're already like, I'm checked out.
I'm not checked out at all. You can have more than one child and love them equally.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said you can have more than one child and love them equally.
Oh, hold on. Where is this? That one I will have to log. Where's Vadim?
Don't worry, you will be brought into the fold of the little app of clarity soon.
Of course I will be. Oh, that's not good. See, that's a mistake. This is why testing is so important. So if I am family or user, I'm not going to see that button, add a family member.
Okay.
Want story time for your family? Buy now. Same thing. So when you're a family member, you can't add additional people. Only owner can add additional people.
Okay.
And this, again, takes you to buying the app. Or at least it should. Oh man, that's right.
So the owner is the only one that can add people.
Yes.
And when they add you, then you're sent an email with the QR code to download the app.
Yeah, QR code or just a link.
Yeah.
So that, what's going on?
How will that work for having those people's email addresses?
What the fuck? I don't know. It must be caching something. Sorry, what do you mean by email addresses?
So when I'm the owner of an app and I add somebody with their email address,
Yeah.
that the owner of that email address hasn't agreed to give us their email address. Somebody else has just added it.
Yeah.
Them.
They will still, like, they will be, okay, that's a very good question. And that's something that we need to keep in mind. So when we go here and so in active campaign, in lists, everyone who is signed up is being signed up. There's Storytime affiliates.
Yeah.
So when you're an owner, you have a special tag which says owner ST.
Yeah.
There's coupon, engaged, and blah, blah, blah. So when you have family ST or user ST, which means we don't have their permission.
Yeah.
That's as far as it goes. Okay. Because realistically, we should only be talking to owners.
Yeah.
Which means you just send you create a campaign and you filter it down by.
I guess if they get sent the link and then they download the app, then that's your opportunity to ask them.
Well, no, hold on. See, there's a difference in privacy legislation. Any functional emails that pertain to the operation of the product are fair game.
Yeah.
It's marketing that's the problem.
Yeah.
So you'll never get in trouble if you send them tips on how to use the product.
Yeah.
So that's not the same thing as suggesting that they go and buy something.
Right.
So everything about the functionality of a product. Let's say you change the terms and conditions. You have free right to send it.
Yeah.
It's the marketing.
Yeah. I just got to run to the bathroom for a second.
Go.
I'll be right back.
Hmm. Okay, this is odd. So this is the Zap, and owner level is set to access level. Sorry, access level is set to owner SG, but I saw that as owner. So what gives? Okay.
Can you do the test Zap there and see what it's sending? Yeah, it says owner ST.
Oh yeah, now it's working fine, and the true was in the right column. Okay, so now it works. Then what? So okay, let's turn this Zap on. So that's perfect. So it marks you as owner. It gives you permission to send. This one we need paid version for. So this is what happens here is this is whenever there's, let's see, this is whenever there's a new column in Storytime GS. And the way you can have a new column is when somebody adds a family member, or you become an owner. Now, when you become an owner, that information has already been passed to Active Campaign, as you saw, by Thrivecart.
Yeah.
So you already have that tag owner ST. Based on that tag, a welcome sequence can begin. But when somebody adds a person within the app, that creates a new row. You don't want to start a new sequence based on that, because that person is going to either have user ST or family ST.
Right.
Okay, so then the next portion runs only if access level does not contain owner ST. And that will yield us the ability to send a different welcome sequence. Sorry, it's just an invitation sequence. You don't need a welcome sequence because you're not going to market to them. And there's going to be just a couple of tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Right. It's for them, it's you've been invited. That's the first email. And the second is maybe a couple of bullet points. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We don't want to bombard people, because then they will be kind of like, what the heck is going on? And then it
and in that email, you have who invited them, right? In your data. So you can say you've been invited by Greg at Team YUP.
Let's take a look. Oh, and I've stole Canva's terms and conditions for affiliate program. We have fucking legal language in the affiliate program right now. 14 pages of like a single, like, dude.
My website terms and conditions privacy policy is Jamie Smarts.
Well, my website is from Turnley. Let's take a look. So let's do automation. So I have actually an automation for a abandoned cart, which I've also set up in ThriveCart. Like it's quite a lot of things that need to be set up, and it's good to have Trello board not to forget to make sure that we turn everything on.
I know this is the friggin' stuff that we've said it. All the courses say, "Oh yeah, go do this, go do this."
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, you'll need to bring me on. You need the technical backbone.
Yeah.
Look at this. So on abandoned cart, we create a tag, ST abandoned cart, which is going to create a 3 email trigger.
Yeah.
On cart abandoned, we still add them to the list with that tag. On purchase, they go to this spreadsheet, which is like you saw the one. This is this one.
Yeah.
Oops. And at the same time, they add it to this list and they get tag owner ST. Now, what I was going to show you is we're Storytime invite. So this one in particular is being triggered by either a user ST or a family ST tag is added.
Yeah.
So that comes from within the app. And those tags are generated when you use that drop down. You following me? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, because this is the problem when you get to where's the edit? This email needs to be rewritten. This is just for keepsake. Let's take a look. Personalized. What does that mean? You can. I just don't know how this works. Yeah, I'll figure it out. There might be a field that I'll need to create in ThriveCart to make sure that I capture who is referred by.
Yeah.
And then, yes, and then I'll be able to include this. So yeah, you can do this. I'll figure out how this works.
I just think because you want to legitimize it for.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Okay, and that concludes the demonstration, because when you add a family member, they're automatically aligned for them as created in the list.
Yeah.
assumingly you were added as a family member, and then if you want to buy, that's an extra row that's being written with the extra, it duplicates the user, but that user now is an owner.
Yeah.
Most importantly, their family becomes them. So every time you buy the app, your email with which you register becomes the family of.
Right. That makes sense.
Okay.
And there's still a member of the other family that referred to them by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything links to that email of that family.
Yeah. We're creating a monster here.
Yeah, we jumped off the deep end, man. This is not what Glide was supposed to do for regular users. We're managing user-generated content. We haven't tested it yet. We don't know if it's everything's, but I'm sure it's fine. Coupons, you know how to create coupons. If you don't, I do. Now affiliates. Sorry, product. I know I'm boring you with this. Actually, do you need to know this?
I don't know. I suppose at some point this would all be in the documentation, but
yeah, let's not. So this is what else is interesting? It integrates. This screen you've seen.
Yeah.
There's an email that's being used, storytime at solobusiness.ca, just because it was simple.
Yeah.
And it forwards anything that's sent to that email automatically forwards to Greg Fisher UIP at Gmail and to my admin at solobusiness.ca.
Okay, cool.
So we will, if anyone wants help,
Yeah.
we're both seeing that.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I want you to test affiliate page.
Okay.
And actually, that's what I'm going to add to the sales page. That if you want to be an affiliate, click here.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Pretty fucking smooth, I would say.
Huh?
Pretty fucking smooth. Like
Very fucking smooth. This is
pre-populated fields.
I'm like blown away still by like literally 2 weeks in a day now that this thing has existed.
But I also like from a coaching perspective, I'm also observing the dynamic and kind of how I react to things, like what excites people, what excites me, for example.
Yeah.
Like you showed up and said, "Hey, what about this app?" And it's like, "Oh yeah." And I'm into this tech, and I love solving this stuff, like making stuff work.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I listen and I envy you when you talk about, I reached out to this person and I think this person. I fucking hate that. I feel uncomfortable. Look, I know I shouldn't be. Like I get all the psychological reasons why that's happening, but yeah.
This is one of my favorite Jamie Smart lines. Oh, have you been thinking you need to feel comfortable before you can do this?
Yeah.
Because that is what we all think, right? Like, I can't do this. I don't feel comfortable doing it. And it's to him, it's like that's not a step.
Well, look at this, eh? Links, check boxes, potential affiliates.
You're not sharing anymore.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter.
Do you want to go back to the sharing the Trello board?
Oh yeah.
So we can finish going through the.
My point being, I agree with Jamie, but I was more leaning towards the notion of it's very good when you have a good team.
Yes.
Because you can, like, you don't need to ask me to do this stuff. I just love doing this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just as you talking to people, like harassing people to get to use the app, like
yeah. Well, this is it's the foundation of a successful team is you have complementary parts, right?
Yeah.
So,
okay, what do you want to do?
so well, let's go through each of these for discussion blocks.
So yeah, so this is basically we'll need to add, and then essentially we reach out to them and we check them off the off this list.
Okay. So do
I
we
provided
just,
some information so it's easy to contact them.
yeah. So do you want to just put this one back into progress and we'll just keep plugging away on that one and adding to it?
Sure. Pricing.
Yeah, so we kind of talked about this a bit yesterday. I just wanted to put it on here just so we can talk about it some more, I guess.
I think the copy is a bit too small.
Yeah, this was just
I know. I mean,
thoughts.
There's no doubt in my mind that we should do this.
Yeah.
Good, bad, ugly. Who's to say?
Yeah. No, the discussion's more about the we're going to use promo codes. I mean, I still want to get the beta testers' feedback on pricing.
Yes.
But I think the notion that, perpetual promo codes is kind of the way to go.
Yeah. In fact, we're going to create. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but it's not that big of a deal. We're going to create a promo code. So 4th of July is going to be like 4th of July promo code.
Yeah.
Because you saw that every purchase is being captured with the promo code used.
Yeah.
We'll be able to see redemptions and conversions by ad campaign.
Yeah.
Factual.
Yeah.
Instead of using one coupon.
Yeah.
This one I like a lot. Actually, everything but the Army, because the Army is strictly US, but that's a huge market.
Well, yeah, that one is designed specifically for that market, obviously, but
yeah, perfect.
All right.
What needs to be done?
Nothing. I mean, we'll land on the actual parameters, I guess, once we make decisions. You saw Amy's email I sent you yesterday that she does everything in US dollars, so
yeah,
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And she's also very open and eager to talk and be involved. So it's good, because you talk about not being comfortable. Since I started this, I've been uncomfortable about weaseling my way into milking her business. But this is
off to you for doing that.
This is a legitimate fit. Like, it's a legitimate good fit for what she does. And it's going to make her, it's not just going to make us money. It's going to make her money. So
of course. Then my question was, should we have bumps or other funnel aspects?
Yeah.
Initial reaction is no.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to distract from the core of what we're doing. And it's only a $5 product. So I don't know what you would bump or what you would upsell or downsell or sideways.
Yeah, upsells probably won't work here. Bumps might be like additional, but okay, let's you know what, let's where we would just say park it.
Yeah, parking lot. You can make another column that's just parking lot. We can just
basically no decision made, right?
Yeah, we can just park things up there.
Parking lot does mean to be reviewed at a later date.
Yeah.
Beta test Chris Fisher. Why is it for discussion? Well, we discussed.
We talked about it, so you can just move it to done.
And this is in progress.
Yeah.
Where's this? This is the green pink. Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. So
you saw this one? So this is if you need to edit the sales page, this is how you go in. You have your email login. If you don't, then you can always request it.
Yeah. I'm about 80% the way through reviewing the sales page.
Okay.
And making comments, so we can review that tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't started writing up FAQs. I've been just putting placeholders there, and we have a couple more new ones today.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll button those all up once we get through the next two beta testers.
So in progress, this is done. Do not forget, this is so when we publish the app, when we buy the app, just want to make sure. So I've created this. You saw that it brings you to the app.
Yeah.
Knowing that Glide tends to change URLs like this, just want to make sure that this stays. So this, and set to, like, you do want to be able to accept payments.
Yeah.
Olga, yeah, we're good. Jason, we're good. My sister, so she's going to get a new version of the app probably today, just to see how it flows.
Okay.
And I'm going to send her to the sales page. So I'm going to try to get her to walk through it. That's going to be another copy created.
Yeah.
Kevin, don't know who that is.
That's the guy that works for my wife.
Oh, right. Yeah, so this is sales page. Good. Set up affiliate landing page in Thrive Cart. So I have, oh, it would have been really helpful if I provided it here. Oops. Sorry, hold on. Where is the get sign up URL here? Get copy affiliate sign up URL. Oh, there we go. So here's where it's going to look like. Are you watching this?
Yeah.
So this is you see story time at the top.
Yeah.
This is what I can't test, because if I go to login, you can't be affiliate for your own product.
Yeah.
This is what I need you to test.
Right.
And then there's an embeddable sign up button, and this is what I plan to use on the sales page.
Cool.
And here's what I was going to show you, because this is what I want to, the sign up page you can manage.
Yeah.
We will be asking, so they will be providing email and name as a must. Then I was asking, like, Instagram account, maybe? Not really. Do we need it?
Oh, for the affiliates?
Yeah, so this is an affiliate signing up. What do we ask them for? I say, let's not do this.
Yeah.
How did you discover us? Is this a fair question to ask, or how are you planning to promote? Like, do we want to ask the affiliates any question? One question.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I haven't signed up as an affiliate for too many things, but is it something to be discriminating it for? Like how I got gonged by Camtasia? Or is it just somebody's interested in being an affiliate, whatever, like?
So ours is kind of set to auto approve.
Yeah.
So anyone who applies can get their affiliate code.
Yeah.
You're thinking this is not really required?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I don't know that, unless we're going to use it for something.
Yeah. Well, we can always come back to it.
Do we
and
care?
This is required terms and conditions.
Yeah.
I'll post the actual Word file in, it's written from solobusiness.ca.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't know what your legal company name is.
Yeah.
And we actually might want to talk about that. But since this is on the Thrive account, my Thrive account, it just made sense. But yeah, this is, see? Fine. There, we can put a video explaining what the app does, and I think it would be a good idea to put like a 1-minute video, just quickly showing what the app does. Because again, we're talking to affiliates.
Yeah. I was thinking last night, the JV contract you sent over.
Yes.
How does that, and even this affiliate thing, like how does it pay out? It pays to people's PayPal account or to their
Yes.
Stripe account? PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay.
You usually have to have a PayPal is the one that allows third parties to trigger payments.
Yeah.
Stripe does not.
Okay. Yeah, I know I've read in the Kajabi site people complaining that they had to pay out affiliates before Stripe even released the money to them, which kind of struck me as odd. Is like, why would you set that arrangement up with people? But
yeah, that's very, so our affiliates are paid on the 7th day after everything's done.
Yeah.
Even though we provide no refunds.
Yeah.
So this is the one thing that's remaining here.
How do affiliates know? Do they get notified that somebody's bought? Is that how they know that they're owed
They
money?
actually, even if you don't have a Thrive, like even you don't have to buy Thrive card, you actually have an affiliate dashboard. This is why, sorry, that's what's in the documentation.
Yeah.
If you go through this, you'll be able to tell me.
Okay.
So yeah, so we have the T's and C's there. We will also have the T's and C's on, create a footer. So on the sales page in the footer, I want to make sure that we can, we adjust the privacy policy that's already there.
Yeah.
To include any commentary about how we use and store emails.
Okay.
That little checkbox, if we have that checkbox, if people check that checkbox, it gives us free reign to market to them.
Yeah.
I think it is safer for our perspective to have that checkbox there and to have a smaller list of people you can market to legit, than run afoul with GDPR, assuming somebody buys from Europe, or run afoul with CCPA, which is the California stuff. So I would rather have that.
Yeah, that's fine.
What else do you want to see?
It's good too, because it I don't know, just keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah.
So the app for starting documentation, like, are you done working on it? And it's just it's just testing now. Like, I don't want to do documentation if there's.
No, I'm. Let's take a look at what's.
Or should we wait until after the beta testing and we make changes, or is it worth spending time documenting stuff now? I just don't want to do it twice. And if
no. I mean, with everything that you have going on. Explain referred by. Let's take a look. So copy beta test data, set pro version of the app to allow registration, documentations for all apps, test multi-family. Then this is blue is all email, create an email sequence, affiliate pitch email. So I'm going to add you to active campaign once today.
Yeah.
You're going to be admin on the account as well. So just don't fuck it up. Develop email sequence for new users. Yeah. This is all marketing. Yeah. Let's get the, I mean, documentation does not preclude us from launching.
Yeah.
So let's get the feedback, and if we need to change something, we will, and then we're gonna write this.
Okay.
Let's focus on like marketing. On the sales page, and maybe the. I'm gonna do some keyword research, and then I'm gonna add you to active campaign, and then you'll be able to see the abandoned cart sequence.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set that up, and I'm gonna set up the automation for owners. So we have we rinky dinky one email automation started for users and family.
Yeah.
Now we need to I'm just going to create an automation for owners. So from an app usage standpoint, I think it's worthwhile if you can spend time instead of writing that, just doing another clear test.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to test that version. That's up.
By the way, here, sorry, I apologize. First coupon code. Here's the coupon code.
Yeah.
Just in case you want to reference it.
Cool.
Sorry, you were saying?
Go to glide there, up at the top. So that's the one I'm going to test.
That's the one.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
It's pretty fucking kick-ass, man.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Okay. Now I have to pee. And at this point in time, we're going to end this.
All right. Cool.
Take care, buddy.
If anything comes up over the day, let me know.
Of course.
All right, man.
See ya.
See you. Bye.